Jasper, obviously, maybe the ladder suggests otherwise, but it's probably no better test in footy than playing the Premiers on Easter Thursday, a big blockbuster. How the nerves are you anticipating this to be a huge clash for the club and yourself?
Yeah, it's probably a game a lot of people had circled on the calendar. Obviously, grand final rematch at the Gabba on Easter Thursday in front of a hopefully sold-out crowd. Look, all the boys are very excited for the challenge ahead. Obviously, we haven't started the season how we would have wanted to, but we still go through the process and all that, and I'm sure the result will take care of itself. We just got to give 110% effort this week.
What are some areas that you see personally that you and your teammates have to lift?
Yeah, I think it's been spoken about a little bit. We've probably just the consistency a little bit. We've started, especially first quarters, pretty hot and then sort of dropped off a little bit. So we just got to maintain the intensity through that middle period of games. We finished pretty well. Obviously, haven't got the result, but our last quarter's been somewhat decent. So just to lift our intensity through the middle, and I think things should be all right.
How have you found the atmosphere around the club this year with a bit of adversity? Because when you came into the AFL side last year, it was just like everything was just humming along beautifully. How have you found it when you're up against it a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you don't want to start the season 0-2. No one does. And but the group around here is really positive. The coaching staff also pretty positive, and we're just going to back our game plan in and back the boys that play. And like I said, if we give everything we got on game day, the result will take care of itself.
And you, how confident are you to sort of speak up if you see something that you think needs to change, or yourself or someone else to do better? Are you the kind of bloke to pipe up, or are you still the young fella listening?
Well, the culture we have here is it's obviously talked about a lot, and walking in the doors and seeing it firsthand is definitely, there's no hierarchy at all. It's if you feel some sort of way, you can sort of pipe up and say it, and other boys might have other opinions, but they're going to listen to you and provide the feedback you need. So,
Jasper, the last time you played these guys, obviously in the grand final, what was your reflections personally on that day, and how did you use that over the pre-season?
Yeah, it's a pretty special day for a 19-year-old kid to be a part of. Obviously, didn't quite get the result, went down by less than a kick. So all pre-season, it sort of was in the back of my mind to go one better this year and train a little bit harder to make myself feel uncomfortable during training, so that when those situations do come along, that I feel much more prepared to take it on. So like all the other boys, it's probably been in the back of the mind, but once we got back to the club, it's all about 2024 and what we can do this year.
You obviously play a difficult role, that wing role. There's so much to it. Do you learn off their wingers, side bottom, and Josh Dacos, Chris goes there, like they've got a pretty good wing rotation as well. Did you learn anything from those guys last time you met them?
Yeah, Collingwood's list is it's pretty stacked all over the ground. They've got a lot of talented players and play some pretty good football. Like you said, Josh Dacos, side bottom, and those sort of boys. They've been, especially Sidebottom's been around for a little bit, and Josh is a pretty skillful player. So to be able to play on those sort of blokes is only going to help me develop personally. But I do my review throughout the week and see what they like to do and how they like to play. I guess their game plan. So just find ways to shut that down and do my role to hopefully get the team to win.
Sort of like, are you surprised by the way that they started with 3 losses?
I think obviously 2 grand final teams starting 0-3 is probably not usual, and it's probably been spoken about a little bit, but I'm sure they'll start to figure themselves out just like we are at the moment, and we'll see them play some pretty good footy soon.
Probably going to see some pretty desperate footy with both teams. So it's obviously still early in the season, but it's probably a bit extra in it. I'm not really expecting that.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, like I said before, that you don't really go into the season having a big pre-season to go 0-2. So for us, we've reflected on it. We've moved on. We found the areas that we need to get better in, and this week we'll just go out there and give everything and hopefully get the result.
You stayed pretty tight with Will during his rehab. Obviously, seeing the 2 young fellas coming through, what's it been like to help him out at this time?
Yeah, he's a good mate of mine. He did some pretty special things for us last year. So to see him go through that wasn't the best, but he's in good spirits. He's always got a smile around the club, and he's working real hard to get back to full health. And I'm sure that when we do see him come that time of return, that he's going to do some pretty special things again.
He'd be hating not being able to be out there at the moment, I bet.
Yeah, he's a pretty determined fella. So sitting on the sidelines probably not for him, but that's with anybody. You don't really want to be sitting behind the fence. You want to be out there kicking around with your mates. So yeah, when he gets back, I'm sure he's going to be even better than last year.